Hello and welcome to New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Why am I smiling? Well, already some of my friends are in the live stream. And of course, sorry, I've just got to move you a little bit. I'm sure you don't want to see the ceiling. Oh, well. I'm sure you are happy to be here as I am to see you. So let's go and check out the chat. And it started off with my great friend Della Smalley. She has been here for a very long time on my channel. Della, do you remember what video you first saw of mine? That would be interesting. And I never know how people find my channel. So we have Della Smalley. So let's say a big hello to Della Smalley first of all. And Della's comment was, she's the first one, she was very pleased by that. And she put, I'm doing the water bottle planting today. Now, if you don't know what that is, I've done a post today of my bottle farm. Some people do it or use smaller bottles, but I do it differently. I don't seal it up at all. And I explain all about that in a previous video. So you can grow in a very small space. Even if you don't have a garden, you can grow multiple things in a tiny area. You can germinate seeds much easier and earlier, and so many other benefits. So Stella doesn't have a channel. I put super, let me know what you're planting. She always keeps in touch with me, and you guys can do it too. You don't have to go in the chat. You can, of course, email me. Let's throw the email up there. If any of you haven't got my email yet, you can always email me anything at all. That's my channel email. So for whatever channel, I do have separate emails for all the channels, but I thought that got a bit confusing. So you can direct any conversation email to that account or the other ones if you have found them. And of course, if you're talking about another one of my channels, then of course say which channel that is, because I'm like, what is that? What video was that one? So there's my email there. And then the other comment we got after that, we've got Steve and Tina. Steve's not been very well. How are you, Steve? Now, no one is compelled to come and watch my lives. Steve and Tina are here on all the lives on this channel. I appreciate that so much. That doesn't mean they have to be here every week, and they are, and I appreciate that. So of course they weren't here, and I was like, oh, I hope they're okay. I hope they're okay. And I nearly sent a message to say, are you okay? But then I was a little concerned that if I sent that message, does it sound a little bit like, well, why weren't you there? So I didn't like to do that. So Steve, I was thinking of you, and I hope you are well. And guys, do go and check out Steve and Tina dual channel. Steve and Tina, that's a long email. Something I regretted when I made up my channel name. I like to do different intros to my videos. Sometimes I do a slightly longer one so I can show a bit more. Sometimes it's the lead into the actual filming, so it's a bit of film I'm showing and I just put the channel name over it. But I kind of slightly regret the choice of my channel name, because it takes ages to keep typing it in. And I don't use a platform where I can just paste that on all the time. So I can't write it and paste it on. I don't have a platform where I can do that. I can't overlay. I can't put something on top of something else unless I go into Canva or something like that. And I don't make my videos on Canva. So I'd have to go in there, come out again, and so on and so forth. So my actual video editing, I can't overlay. And you know how probably a lot of you can do it, but I can't do it because I've got a free basic program. You can talk and you can show other film, and then you're back to you actually talking on the film. So you film yourself talking, but you can take that narrative out and put it over the top. I can't do anything like that. When I talk, I talk. When I don't, I don't. I can put narration on top, but that's not the same as what I'm talking about. Thanks, Steve saying it's much better. That's good to hear, Steve. Take it easy. As we get older, we suffer a bit more. Had a migraine. 28 letters in email. Oh, better get on with the puzzle. Then gout in right knee. Oh my goodness, Steve. You have been through the wars. Oh my goodness. My goodness me. Okay, so since Steve's here, let's go straight on to our puzzle of the day. Okay, I don't know if this is a hard one or an easy one. So it's a word puzzle. What do all these words have in common? So I'm going to give you a list of, only 4 words. Give you 4 words, and you've got to tell me what these 4 words have in common. I think it's really easy, but again, I know the answer. So let's see if you get it straight away or if it gets you thinking. So what do these 4 words have in common? The first word is door, D-O-O-R. The next word, I said that because some people pronounce my name weirdly, so door, D-O-O-R. The next word is footbridge. The next word is pizza. And the next word is hello. So what do those 4 words have in common? And I'd love your funny answers as well as your sensible answers. So on this occasion, this is one where funny answers would also be appropriate here. If you're watching this back later, put your answers in, your funny answers, and tell me if you get this right before I reveal the answer if you're watching this back later. So what do all these words have in common? Door, footbridge, pizza, hello. Yes, that's the 4 words. Let's see. Oh, poor Steve. He's had a migraine. Now he's got to think. He's got thinking cap on. He normally does the emoji, the thinking emoji. I love that emoji. I never used to like emojis. I used to really detest them. But that was back in the day when they were only the faces and the nasty thing as well. Stephen, Tina, Jewel, word puzzles are hard. I like those ones. They've probably got a name, and it's the one where it's not a crossword, but it's a grid like a crossword. And in these squares, they have a number, and it's like a code. Where there's, say, a number 2, it always relates to a specific letter of the alphabet. And then where there's a letter 4, it relates to another letter of the alphabet. And you have to work out what all the words are. And they normally give you 1 or 2 letters to start with. But the way to actually start those is look for double letters. There's not so many words that would have double letters. And then you can fiddle around with those. E's often come at the end of a word, so look for somewhere where there's lots of the same letter at the end of the words. They are normally E's, sometimes T's, occasionally S's, lesser N's, but you can just jiggle around and then see if they'd work somewhere else. So I quite like those. All invented in Italy. All invented in Italy, says Steve. Did Tina catch it as well? I think the message was, Tina, both of you had heads and colds and things. So wish you both well. While you're thinking about that, let's go on to this. what am I reading? Well, if you've been watching the last 2 or 3 Wednesday lives, I've been reading Anita Shrevey, A Changing Altitude, and I think I gave it did I give it an 8? I think so far. The bottom bit is the amount I've read. Ooh, when I've read a lot, it normally tells you it's quite a good book. Well, the incident happened, and if you want to know what the incident was, go back to my last 2 lives where I read the back of the book to you. The incident has happened, and it was very good. All that section, very good. Some of them have returned back, and some have moved on and got a little dull, slightly dull, but I'm thinking they've got to set up the next part, but now it's getting better again. So yeah, they kind of had to set the scene, I guess, for what's going to occur later on. So let's go down to, on that bit, a 6, because I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. There's purpose in how they've set the scene. And as I say, I've read quite a lot of it now. The bottom bit, as I say, is what I've read. So not too much to go. And I do want to keep picking it up. It's not one I think, oh, I've buried a bit more. I do want to keep picking that up. Even the dull bit, I want to get over it a little bit. And I've got to the next section. So between that, doing my cross stitch and doing a puzzle, they're my 3 kind of chill out things at the moment. I think I'm reading quite a lot considering that as well. Hello to all of you watching. I see the eye numbers creeping up. Let's go back. So, we have Mr. Jimmy in the house. Oh, it's called Mr. Jimmy. I always have, because he's an old guy, you know. He's the same age as me. So let's say hello to the astute tourist. I did actually get on one of his lives. I got on, I think it was Monday. Was it Monday? Yes, because I said I've got to go. Monday and Wednesday are my editing days. If you heard that like a foghorn, it's a donkey. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's blooming loud. I've got my window open, obviously. So let's say hello to the astute tourist, and do go and check out his channel, and he also does lives, so you can check those out as well. Okay, so let's see, where were we up to? Astute tourist saying hello there, friends. And your attitude will dictate your altitude in life. Oh, that's a good saying. Oh, I like that one. Your attitude will dictate your altitude in life. I like that, Jimmy. That's very good. We have begun our planting. Ooh, peas, beans, peppers, tomatoes. Wow. And hello. I do that sometimes. I say hello to everyone in the chat, and they're like, oh, I'm saying hello to host at the beginning as well. Stephen Tina Jewel, clearing the garden, getting ready. Still cold here. Had minus temperatures on Ireland last night. We never have minus where I live. No. Yes, up the top of the mountains where there's skiing, but not where I live. We never get minus. No, never. Heating on. We don't have heating in our house. Oh, George's being mean. No, we don't. We have a real open fire, log fire in our lounge. How many times, Mike, do you think we put the fire on this year? Well, last year, winter. Mike, how many times do you think we've had the fire on? 3? 4? Yeah, maybe 4, because I always pile it up ready for another fire. And I remember the last time I said to Mike, we've got to burn that last bit because I've put it all in there, like set it all up. So we need to just burn it. We don't pay for wood. we got enough trees and replant trees and trim trees. We will never run out of wood. And my saying is, we're good for wood. So it's free to free fuel, but each year we get more and more logs and things, and we're not really burning them. The Stu Terrace says, I'm excited to be planting again. Yes, it's always you itching to get going, aren't you, each year? I will be planting some of the seeds you sent me, Dawn. Lovely, lovely, jubbly. Stephen Tina Jill, spring is here, blossoms are starting. I've got mulberries, my mulberries. Sharon and Jackson, go and check out. Now, Sharon sort of has a channel now. At the moment, it's all Jackson. Sharon, we need to see you on the channel, or else it should just be called Jackson. So I went through and I watched all the videos so far, and I'm like, where's Sharon? Where's Sharon? If you don't appear on your channel, Sharon, I'm not coming back again. I've come to watch Sharon. I haven't come to watch Jackson. No, I've come to watch Sharon. Sharon Jackson. When you're on your channel, Sharon, I will promote your channel. Okay. Okay. She's laughing. Okay, Dawn. I tell you what. Guys, go on Sharon and Jackson. And when you go on Sharon and Jackson, put in all the comments, where's Sharon? Where's Sharon? Where's Sharon? Oh, dear. Yeah. And she had the cheek to put on, Jackson had said, comment on what else I can do on the videos, and Sharon had the cheek to write in the comments, show me your rocks, show the rocks that you got. And I was like, you know full well, Sharon, I said I'm coming on your channel to see your rocks. So let's see how quick we get a video of Sharon and the rock, shall we? Then we'll all go and thumbs up it. Okay, don't she say? She's good fun. Sharon is good fun. You can have a good joke with Sharon. Well done, Sharon, for that. Jimmy's saying, Dawn, I have to tell you, we here in New England will be having the cicadas apocalypse soon. They're hatching here. Yes, I did a video, I'm going to say 3 years ago, but time evades me, so it might have been further back, but I did a video. They had here that I've done a whole video on cicadas. If any of you want to see it, you'll have to, I can't link it right now, I haven't got anything up. I did a video on all about cicadas. Oh, I might be able to find it actually. I'll look in a minute. All about cicadas, and there are different types of cicadas. I think there's 3, can't remember, 3 main types, and some come up once every, it's something weird like 100 years, then another type comes up every so many years, another one comes up all the time. And it was, I think, about 3, maybe 4 years ago that we had that, when that all come up, it like that year, they all came up at the same time. Then they interbreed, and then you get another sort of fake batch that come up after that. So yes, I'd heard that was coming. Now they said it was going to be everywhere, and I said to Mike, that's weird because we had that about 4 years ago. So I don't really know how that can happen here again. But anyway, yes, me and Jimmy have talks about who can hear the cicadas, and I have to close this window once we get them because it's so loud. It is so loud. But for those who don't know, you don't hear them all day. I say in my video what times you hear the cicadas. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I do have my list here. So this is why I make my files. So now I can go on Bugs and Insects, my file, all about cicadas, plus filming of how cicadas make their noise. And it's video 99. I can bring up my Word doc, and go to video number 99. this is how I say to you guys, if you ever want me to give you a URL of a video, as long as I've got my doc up, I can do it pretty quick. So copy the URL that I've got in a Word doc, post it down there, and there you go. Now, recently, it was my last live. I actually came back to the comments after I'd come out. No, didn't go back to the comments. I came out and I thought, yes, I must subscribe to Sharon's channel that Sharon isn't on. So I went back to my last live and I thought, oh, she was in the chat. And I remembered the logo. You can see like a little red car. I can't see any more than that because they're so small. I can't really see the logos. So I thought I'd go in the chat, click on that, because I can't actually click on your channels from here. So now I can't bring your channel things up like the mods can. Hosts can't do that on StreamYard. So I thought I'd click on that, and there was no chat. So I'm assuming my StreamYard chat doesn't stay up. So if anyone wants that URL that's watching this back later of the cicadas, ask, and I will put it in the comments when you ask a question. So there we go. Very soon, Jimmy says they're coming. Very soon. Jimmy's on my page. Sharon, we need to see you now. And I was talking to Sharon when she said she'd started her channel. And I said to her, oh, that's good. I said, I hope you're not going to be one of these people that's too shy and you're behind the camera, because Jimmy and Steve and Tina will tell you, if you're behind the camera, yes, you get views, but people want to see the person and they engage more with the person. So there was me saying, I hope you'd be in front of the camera. No, she's not on the camera at all. Wow, only every 17 years, Jimmy? Question mark. Yes, I'll be here soon. Yes, it's, as I say, it's all the different breeds all come out at the same time. But do watch my video. It's extremely interesting. And as I say, I've got a film of how they actually make their noise close up that was outside my back door. So do look, very interesting if you want to know more about cicadas. Okay, Jimmy, says Sharon. Poor Sharon. We're all like on Sharon's back today. But Sharon, it's because we know that you're so humorous and we can joke with you, but we do mean it as well. Jimmy says, I can remember during one of your live streams, I could hear the noise and didn't know what it was. Yes. Yes. And I have to get any footage done where I want to talk over the videos I walk around the garden, because once they're out, no, the hatch is supposed to be big this year. And there's my link. Oh, look, Steve's not having a go at you, Sharon. He's posted to your channel, Jackson's channel. Don't I love joking? I know you do, Sharon. We love you very much. We love you very much. We love your humour. Okay, let's go back to our puzzle piece as we got some more people in and some more watching. So let's go back to our puzzle of the day that we've all forgotten about and see if you know the answer. So the puzzle piece today was, what do all these words have in common? And the words are door, footbridge, pizza, hello. What do those 4 words have in common? Door, footbridge, pizza, hello. Anyone got it yet out there in YouTube world? Steve and Tina Jules say, lucky this time I got it right and didn't time you out. Oh, because he put the link up. Yes, bless you. Bless you. Oh, we got hanging with Mr. J in the house. Hello, Dawn. How are you, friend? Hope everyone is well. And if any of you guys haven't checked out Hanging with Mr. J, it's not tons of videos there, but you can still subscribe and like the ones that are up there. So check out Hanging with Mr. J. So do go and check out Mr. J's channel. He's a lovely guy, a really lovely guy, really friendly. Do you hear from Tom Girl City at all now, hanging with Mr. J? I really wish I could get in touch with her, but she never had an email and I can't contact her anymore. It's very sad, very sad. Oh, look, Steve's doing all the links. You're doing a great job there, Steve. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very sweet of you. So try and work out what that puzzle is, and while you're thinking, let's go on to my video of the month where I'm showing you playlist that you can go and watch. And I've just been doing some more of those videos on this channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. So if you enjoyed those, there's full videos of more funny signs. The first few I edited, they're a little bit rough, but the ones I've been doing today that you'll see later, because I've got quite a few in the bag now ready to go, and they are very highly edited. So persevere with the first few. I've got a new way of doing them. So do check out Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty and check out that playlist of, I did write down what it was called because I couldn't think of the playlist name, Fun Videos. Easy, Fun Videos. So that's where you're going to find those funny signs. Okay, let's jump back and see what's going on over here. Learning, says Steve. Learning. Hanging with Mr. J. I haven't heard from Tom Girl and her mum for months. Hope they're okay. They were. I don't know when you last were on with them because you were quite regularly on there, but they were moving. Or they were about to move. And I know she stopped doing it because, as you would know, she had many a time where people took down her channel and put fake accounts up. She had a lot of problems going on, and she kept persevering, and she said, that won't stop me, that won't stop me. And sadly, in the end, she'd started channels for her mum, and they just went. So that's very sad. They're the sort of people I need to keep in touch with, really, that have sort of not going on anymore on social media. So if anyone, Jimmy used to know Tom Girl City as well. If anyone knows how she's doing, and I'd love to hear from her. And as I say, she didn't email, so she couldn't keep in touch with me either. Sharon Jackson. Okay, do I've got to go. We're heading out to do shopping. Bye, guys. Bye, Sharon. Thank you so much. Thank you for being such a good sport. We have Glitter World in the house. That's another channel I managed to get to alive this week. So I'll be doing fairly well. Sorry, you guys, I haven't got to yet. You know, I will catch up. I'd rather wait until I've got time to watch full videos on your channel than just jump in, see a bit and jump off again. So if you don't see me for a while, you know I will catch up. So guys, do go and check out Glitter World. She's so fun. So go and check out Glitter World, pop along, say hello, and don't forget to subscribe when you go and visit someone's channel if you like what you see. Okay, let's see, where was I up to? There, Glitter World's on. You rewatch. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Hello, Jimmy. Been a long time. Glitter World, there's no such thing as being late on YouTube. You can watch in real time or not. Most of my views on my live are from after the event because my weird Cyprus time. Hi to Shirley. Hey, Sharon Glitter. Shirley's Glitter World. Shirley's Glitter World. Sharon is the one who's invisible on her channel. Oh, poor Sharon. Jimmy, I'll catch you later. Shirley, oh, you got it. Cool. And there's Squirrel's World. Very good. Squirrel's World. Okay, let's go on to this. Well, I don't know if you've caught up yet. I don't think you've seen, since our Coptic storm, I made very frugal, no cost cages over 2 of my hugelkultur beds. You will see them. I didn't buy anything to make them. I've been looking at people who have these big hoops over, and I keep thinking, what have I got? I have got hoops, but they're hoops. I don't want to use those and break those. So I thought, what can I use? Well, we grow bamboo here, so that's a good thing. So I use those for the stakes, and we got some net, as in old-fashioned net curtains. I don't know if you know what they are, but net curtains. We had some from a friend. We had some, I can't remember where I had them from, some material somewhere. And also one time we went to the recycling dump. I salvaged net curtains. So I made, Mike helped me because I was having a bad day. So he helped me a little bit. Didn't help that the bamboo canes were so high that by the time I put the net over them, it was ridiculous. So he helped me with that. And I just tied them together. The string, it's not quite string, but it's like string cord type things. That was from bales of hay that they had at the stables, that the bales of hay get tied with. And the guy there just cuts it and throws all this string stuff away. So obviously I've got all that. And I made them. I made 2. Now I have done down the Lower Olive Grove. I've made, you would have seen, they were given to us They were originally what you put round a swimming pool, like a fencing round a swimming pool. It's kind of netty, but it's got metal poles every so many bits of net. So it's what you put around a swimming pool to keep children going in, and there's 2 gates as well. So I've used that. The second use of it was the stable guy had it when he had puppies, and he built that as a big cage to keep the puppies in when he didn't want them running loose when the horses were out. And then he didn't want it anymore because the dogs are grown up now. So I had that, and I've made 2 kind of cages. They're kind of backs and sides, and now I've got net hanging over the front of that. And one of my friends gave me netting that they use when they're doing roadside works, and they put netting up to stop you driving through cones. So I had that as well. So I've made those, and that's where down the lower Olive Grove I want all caging and nets eventually, because it's not an eyesore, but it's not pleasant to look at either. So for now I've got the dog pool fencing down that end, but I was already growing broccoli on the hugel beds up the other end. So I wanted to build cages for this year. So I built them all. Then we had a Coptic storm, and they flattened from the narrow side, just flattened down. So I have now been repairing those with better ties and stronger bamboo rather than thinner bamboo. I've used a really thick bamboo. So fingers crossed that should last. Also, I bought some, you would have seen in one of my shopping hauls, I bought kind of like, I don't know what you call the clips. They're not bulldog clips, but they're a similar sort of clip to that. And then you fold the ears back. So that was stronger as well to clip the net together rather than clothes pegs, which I've been using. So that's really what I've been doing, trying to fix that really. And it would do for now. It would do for now. So that is my garden update. Let's see what's in the chat. Sharon says, bye. You're very welcome. Bless her. The Stoop Terrace is saying, hit the like button, share out the stream. Indeed. Steve saying, my memory not so great. Oh, that's all right, Steve. It's better to say hello and get it not correct than not say hello, in my opinion. Stuart's got to run. Have a great day. Yes. Nice to see you, Jimmy. Jimmy does a very important job. So, yes, be safe. Be safe, Mr. Jimmy. Okay, let's go on to today's quote corner. We're on new quotes, different one each day of the week at the moment. So let's look at the new Wednesday quote corner. Yes, very good saying there. So make sure you watch my Monday and Wednesday lives on this channel and my Friday lives on Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. All 3 have new quotes, and they will stay that way for the time being until I have time to make more. You know I love to make my Canva little interludes. If you don't know how to use Canva or you want to know more about it, I've recently posted a video on this channel to show you how you can do it yourself, whether it be an introduction to your videos or a little ending or a little fun bit or title. You want to do a title page for your channel or thumbnail. If you're into AI, you can do all sorts of AI stuff on it as well. There's so much you can do on it. I give you a basic introduction and kind of show you how it all works and how you do it for free. Okay, let's have a look at this. My cross stitch. I would have been cross if I forgot to show it to you because I've done quite a bit. Now, it was suggested by me and agreed by those in the chat on the day that I'm doing a new cross stitch, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. It would be more fun for it to be slowly revealed rather than showing you it and then you're just watching it. So we agreed between us. I wouldn't say what it was. I've also decided now that you can guess what it is, and I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, because again, once there, but I will remember who was right first and say at the end who got it right, which means you can continue to guess. You can either stick with your choice if you guess something, or you can change your mind. But if you ever get it right, I will write down, make a note, and reveal at the end who got it right first or who got it right, and so on and so forth. So it doesn't mean someone's first and that's it. So let's show it to you. As I say, if you're right, you guess, because obviously the more I do of it, the more it's going to be obvious. I don't know how obvious it is yet, but let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, what is it? It's very interesting. Very interesting. But I've done quite a lot. And as I say, I'm taking photos each round that I do something. And then I'm going to put them all together like fast. So you won't see me stitching, but you will see it progressing very quickly on a full video on my other channel, because that's my craft channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. I have a whole playlist of my crafts. So if you want to see it progress, and you can also see other cross stitch stuff and other crafts I've done. I've done pottery. Ooh, done pottery. And paper crafts, cross stitch obviously, and many other things. So do take a look at that. So what is it? Ooh, it's very pretty, isn't it? There's so many. If you see odd gaps, it's normally a colour where you need 2 stitches and that's it. So I'm not going to do that until I need that colour somewhere else, and then I'll come back and do that. I'm not threading a needle up all for like a couple of squares. So there are in that, look, you can see very carefully if you look this side. Let me see if I can show you. I think you can see it. There are some little gaps here where there's stitches missing. As I say, it might even be one stitch of one colour, one stitch of another, and one stitch of another. So you will see tiny gaps, but it doesn't mean I've forgotten that bit. Let's see in the chat. Steve and Tina. Steve said spinning top from day one, literally. From day one, Steve said spinning top. Spinning top. There. So if you're watching this back later, add in the comments what you think it might be. And the clue was only this: the whole cross stitch, the whole thing. And I would assume it's most of this it's going to grow into. So I'm assuming it's literally going to be most of this. It's one thing, the whole thing. So it's not flowers in a garden. It's one thing, like an aeroplane. It's one thing. One thing. So it's not like sky, a lake, a swan on the lake. One thing. Oh, yes, Steve said before, Christmas jumper. Or a Christmas jumper. Have I got it upside down now? That's not helpful, is it? I've got the needle in the top, so I remember when I'm stitching, because it's quite hard to follow this pattern. But I chose this one to do because I wanted to be challenged, as I was missing my cross stitch so much. I love seeing how things reveal. The only cross stitch I don't like is when you get the material and it's already printed on in the colours. That's just like colouring in. I don't like those ones. I've never done one of those. I don't like the ones where they're already printed on it. I like ones like this where you've got the material, you've got a pattern, and then that. Or I just like the material because, you know, the last one I did, my garden one, that's up here. Let me show you my garden one. I like to kind of invent my own. So all that was pictures, lots of different pictures and bits of pictures taken from all over the place. And I kind of invented my own garden picture. So as you can see, I put that in a frame and that stands up on my bookshelf over there. Okay, shall we go back and do the answer to, before I forget, always where I forget, the answer to the puzzle piece. Let's go back and do that. Very nice, Steve and Tina, thank you. I did show the progression of that one as I was doing it. So, okay, let's... Okay, so the question was this: what do all these words have in common? And the words were door, footbridge, pizza, hello. They were the 4 words. Steve's like, not a clue to the puzzle. Well, it's one of those, if you see the words, you're more likely to get the answer. All those words have double letters. Door, 2 O's, footbridge, 2 O's, pizza, 2 Z's or Z's, and hello, 2 L's. So again, one of those, I think you either get it or you don't get it. So that was the answer to today's puzzle corner. And today I beat everybody. So the clap for me today is for me. So well done, me. Oh, well done. Thank you, Steve. I think that's the first one you haven't got. Steve's really good at these, and they're a right old mixed bag. Sometimes I do really hard ones, and Steve's got them just like that. So well done. Well done to those of you if you got it and you're watching this back later. Okay, let's go on to this. Oh, Steve said not good at puzzle words. No, the word puzzles, puzzle words, word puzzles. No, Steve's very good like me of the warped mind, the like bending your thoughts and thinking outside the box. And here's Mr. Colin Waffles. He's just coming. Get your back legs round. There we go. There you are. There. Yeah. Mr. Colin Waffles. And there's a video about why he's got his name, if you think it's a weird name. And Kit keeps disappearing for days, then comes back, then disappears for days, comes back. He's got a second home. He's eating somewhere else. Oh dear. Okay, so the game we're playing at the moment is You and Who, my own invention game. I love it. And to give you an example, the first week, the theme was Disney characters. And the example I'm going to give today, for those who already know what we're doing, I'm going to give you Mike's answers, what he gave for the example. So it was Disney characters. And I said, first of all, you have to think of a Disney or similar type character that most resembles you. And Mike chose Goofy. And then you would have to do, for example, who your dad would be. And Mike chose Shrek. Then you have to choose who your mum would be. And he said Fiona from Shrek. And then you go on to things like who you would choose for your brother, and he chose Peter Pan. And your sister, and he chose Penelope Pitstop. So you got the idea. Okay, then we did book characters, but this week we're going to do nursery rhyme characters. Nursery rhyme characters. Wow. Oh, Steve saying, I've been 3D designing a copy of an air filter box so I can 3D print it. Wow, that's been a real puzzle. Oh, you're so good. You're clever. Okay, so today's You and Who is going to be nursery rhyme characters. He likes to get his nose just in my hand and he sleep like that for hours. So nursery rhyme characters. So I'll tell you who I've thought of, because I know it takes some time to sometimes think who you would choose. If you think of any, stick them up or put them in the comments later on. So which nursery rhyme character most resembles you? And quite quickly I knew my answer was Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty, that is most definitely the nursery rhyme character that most resembles me. Who's yours? Can you think? And then you have to pick a dad. I started to find this quite hard to think of different men characters that weren't a bit odd in nursery rhymes. But in the end, I decided on the baker from Rubber Dub Dub. Now, I better say, in case some of you don't even know it, I know some people don't really know nursery rhymes. So it goes, Rubber Dub Dub, 3 men in a tub, and who do you think they would be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. So it's that. So I'm picking the baker. Of course, I want my dad to be a baker. Wouldn't you? Yes. And then you have to pick a mum. Which nursery rhyme character would you like for a mum? So I picked Mary Mary Quite Contrary, because she's got a garden, hasn't she? Mary Mary Quite Contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. So that's that. Then a brother. As I say, I found it quite hard to think of men characters that were normal. So all I could think of is Tom Thumb, and I couldn't quite remember how that one started, but Little Jack Horner, that's it, that's who he is. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, what a good boy am I. So he's got the pies. He can give me a pie. So I picked him. And then a sister. I had no clue who to pick for a sister. So all I could think of was Jill from Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Well, she's quite happy to go and do the work. I don't know. I couldn't really think of anyone. Then a grandpa, and you know I'm stuck on these. So all I could think of, I wanted a jolly grandpa. So I went with Old King Cole, because Old King Cole was a merry old soul. A merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe and he called for his bowl and he called for his fiddlers 3. Now, my granddad, my nan and granddad on my mum's side, the one who I read the autobiography of her story on my other channel, he did smoke a pipe, so that's grandpa-y. And then a grandma. Who to pick for your grandma? Steve and Tina Jules say Tom Thumb's dad, a baker. Oh yeah, Tom Thumb's dad must be a baker. You're right. Tom Thumb's dad, a baker. He must have been. Well, I've got the baker. He was in Rubber Dub Dub. Yes. Interesting. So I'm picking a grandma, and again, I wanted a grandma-y type. So all I could think of for that was Old Mother Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give the dog a bone, but when she got there, the cupboard was bare, so the poor dog had none. So she's going to go shopping, isn't she? She's going to go shopping, and she's quite happy to hand out the food to whoever needs it, and she's got a dog. So I'll go with that one. Then you need to pick a pet. Now, how hard could that be in a nursery rhyme? There's got to be lots of animals. I couldn't get one. I couldn't think of a pet. In the end, because I can't have blanks, I have to have answers for you as I've had time to think. So I came up with the cat from Hey Diddle Diddle. And I'll say it in case you don't know it and think, okay, what's that then? Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such fun, and the dish ran away with the spoon, of course. So the cat and the fiddle. So the cat could entertain you, or is that meaning the cat screeching like a fiddle? So I'm picking the cat. He seems quite innocent enough, doesn't he? Getting on, doing his own thing. Then you have to pick friends. So I've picked Mary Had a Little Lamb because she goes to school. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. So yeah, school friends, Mary, there. And the last one, oh no, not last one, you then have to say where you'd live. And that was hard. I wasn't going to live on the moon with a cow jumping over. Milk delivery. No, so I went with the Crooked Man's House, because that's got to be like a cottage, hasn't it? There was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence upon a crooked stile. He found a crooked cat and they lived in a... No, he found a crooked cat. Oh, wait. Found a crooked sixpence upon a crooked stile. I've missed a bit. I think, did he find a crooked dog, found a crooked cat, and they all lived together in the little crooked... Oh, he found a crooked cat that it caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. That was it. Crooked house. So crooked house, it said there was a stile there, or a sty, so it's got to be countryside. So I thought that was quite a good one. And then finally, a vehicle. Not many vehicles I can think of in nursery rhymes. I'm not having the old woman's shoe. It's not a vehicle anyway. So I found one in the end up here. And it's the Owl and the Pussycat. And I'm having their boat. I'm having the Owl and the Pussycat's boat. The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. So I'm going to have the boat. That was a good one. I can't think of many. Can you think of any vehicles in nursery rhymes? I can't think of any, actually. There's probably a horse somewhere. Could that count? It's transportation. I don't know. But an actual vehicle, I don't think there is such a thing. Anyway, I will finish my moments of madness there. I like to finish with something quite sensible and something to get you thinking for the rest of the day. So if you think of any answers to that one, do drop me a comment. I'd be interested to know, particularly if you could think of any transport. So I will finish there. Thank you so much for being here, whether you're watching back later or you've been watching live. Thank you to Steve for dropping all those links. That's very much appreciated, both by me and the people in the chat. So thank you for taking time to do that. And if I can only find my outro, I'm scrolling up and down. There it is. So I will finish there today. Thank you so much for watching. Glitterworld says thank you. And much love to you all. Sometimes I get to type it in at the end, and sometimes I'm too busy clicking around and doing other things. Stephen Tina saying bye. Thanks, Dawn. Bye for now. Thank you. Thank you for dropping all those links. And I will see you all next time. Get well, Steve. Keep rested. Bye for now.